Okay. Hello, everybody. So I've tried to record this a couple of times at this point, and it's gone awry. A couple times I had a couple crashes, so it's not perfect yet. But here we go, by one vote, just one. The winner of this one, and I will do the other one that was in option in Let's Play after this one. But the one that won is Burgundy by one vote. So Austria will be the next one that we do. All right. Good. Stop showing me that particular one. Okay. So as you can see, the interface is fairly similar. There are a few structural changes to it. I'm going to go over what those are. First of all, the most glaring and obvious one is these series of points here. These are your administrative, diplomatic, and military power. They're based on a base value of 3, plus your associated skill from your ruler, plus any advisors, plus any modifiers, minus any penalties. These points are used for everything. We will use them a lot, and it makes it really interesting on how you balance the growth of your nation. We'll get into that in a minute. Then you have your merchants, colonists, diplomats, and missionaries. You now no longer earn them over time. You get a set amount of them, and then when you send them off on a task, I'm going to improve relations here with Pope. I will get him back when he is done. So you balance more what those people are doing, and that works out really well. With papal influence, this also works very differently. Right now, Sweden is the Curia controller. Basically, you earn a yearly change. You get 5 years worth that you can bank at once, and you actually have to spend those points. You have to spend 10 more. That the amount that you spend plus this, which is the current you've spent on it so far, has to be 10 more than what the current is. That will make more sense later. I think I'm going to for an alliance to Gelray right off the bat. Okay. I'm going to see, let's see if there's any advisors that are worth anything. No. I wish I could afford that, but it is costly and I don't make enough money. You're now given money per month. It's not like the end of the year is when you get your money. Oh, this is pretty good. We got under military. Military tech cost minus... Oh, too bad he's so expensive. I would love to have him there. We'll wait on that for now. You now also get to pick your rivals. We're going to pick to rival France right off the bat because they are going to be our rivals throughout the game. Let's see. Trade, basically you have these trade nodes and you can create routes. These trade nodes, then you use your merchants. Like this guy is there are two things your merchants can do. Number one, they can transfer trade power from one to another, so he's moving trade forward from, based on our trade power, which is awful, from Bordeaux to Antwerpen. I might switch him to London and have him move it from London to Antwerpen. And then I have one in Antwerpen that is converting our trade power, which is immense, into money. So that's beneficial there. You can also create trade lines. Like, for instance, if I had a few merchants, the only endpoints are Antwerpen and Venice. Those two are termination points. It can only go to there. But let's say I had a lot of merchants. I could set a merchant in the Danube, in Ragusa, which is in the Danube, and have it send from Ragusa to Vienna. And then from Vienna, I could send one to Lübeck. And then from Lübeck, I could send one to Antwerpen. You know what? I'm going to recall this merchant. I'm actually going to send him up to Lübeck. Ah! Oh, kitty. You just relax, you psychotic beast. You can also use your light ships to improve your trade power in places that you have it. So I'm going to send this one to Antwerpen right now. That'll boost my trade power there a little bit. Missions, national decisions are all put into one big pot, which is awesome. Now all the religious ones are in the same place as the regular ones, so that's good to see, and very, very, very useful. From there, oh, kitty, you're ripping your head up. Why are you doing that? Do you have fleas or something? Whatever. You now get 3 choices of missions. You don't just get one mission that is assigned to you. You get to choose which missions you want. For instance, we're going to start off with this one. Usually one is diplomatic, one is administrative, and one is military, but that's not always the case, I've come to find in dicking around here. But we're going to choose to save the Burgundian people in Bar, because that way we will be able to connect our lowlands and highlands territories. We will put Philippe in charge of this one, then march it down here to prep for that, and then I'm going to want to recruit some knights and another halberd infantry down here. And in fact, this little build thing is wonderful. And in fact, I want to build 5 more barks. Okay, kitty, you can stop that now. Every time you see the mouse do this, that's because my cat is bashing my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move this army down, maybe down here for a little bit. Alright. Let's just get this started, and you'll get to see a lot more of how this goes on the way. Got an alliance with Gelray. Our diplomat returned home, so we can send him again. Let's see who else offers us alliances. Alright, let's pause here. Okay, I will take an alliance with the Pope. Now, I'm allowed a maximum of 4 diplomatic relations right now. I don't want to get people that are too far away, so I'm going to choose Savoy and Brittany. So I've got a good cluster of power right in this area. It's going to be me, Savoy, Brittany, and the Pope is really just so that I earn more Popal points. Popal. Alright, I want to wait until these armies finish getting built. Let's kick the speed up to get to that point. You lose a little bit of legitimacy when you sign agreements like that, sign royal marriages with people. And it's based on how respected the other person is. Alright, let's get this underway. I'd like to declare war to take Barroy. They're allied with Milan and Savoy. Hopefully a lot of people will break their trade agreements with them. March there. You march there. You march over here. You're going to get ready to march. Now, as you can see, sieging works a little differently. You get to see how many phases, how far you are along on the phase. This is the chance that you're going to get an offer of peace. At the end of each phase, you'll roll a die, add all these together, and that will give you a success value. And depending on the success value, you can get, it'll increase or decrease the length of the siege. Lubeck. Where's Lubeck? Send a guy down here to transfer some trade power. I control any trade power here in the back yet. Alright, so he's right there. I have 6% of the trade power there. Alright, we've won the siege of Lothlingren. We're almost done with Barroy and Metz. Sometimes scandal would erupt in the royal court and would upset a monarch to the point where most diplomatic activity would come to a standstill until things quieted down. I don't want to lose the stability. Oh god, that's all my money though. Better than losing the stability though. Okay. So let's sue for peace now. I just want Barroy. And I'll take all your money. Now, as you can see, we get an aggressive expansion penalty because we do not have a core on it. We do have a claim, but we don't have a core. Fuck. And so what that will actually do for us is give us a penalty based on how much people like them, how close they are to us, and things of that nature. But let's demand Barroy. Right. Alright, now, who are they calling us to war with? We will gladly join your war. That one from France. New mission. I am not going to conquer Liege because that will give me a war with what's it called? 36. Is that bigger than I can have? No. Grab that one to protect against France. More troops. We're going to be at 10 and 5 on both of those. Alright. So let's do it this way. I need more of those. Let me stop paying the army so much, because there's not much we can do to help the Pope right now. actually stay there. You go up too. We do need to pay our fleet full maintenance because of what's going on there. I need boundary dispute. Press the issue. Ooh, on Vermandoy. That's a good one. Still only 36 troops. So let's now recruit. We need 4 halberd infantry. Partway through their war with England, I'm gonna jump on Calais and grab that one. Okay, what else can we get? Let's get a royal marriage with Gilray. France is getting claims on all our shit. That'll get us 1 stability. Definitely like to do that. Go back to paying our military. Shit. I had the boat. See if you can get back home fast enough. Okie dokie. So now we're just going to wait for a little while we siege that. And of course they're going to blockade all of our shit. Why are we losing money? Because we're being blockaded. That's fantastic. Take that one back from France, and as you can see, it's going to be a back and forth struggle the whole time. Oh, you know what? I haven't made this a core yet. As you can see, it's just a claim, and it will stay a claim forever. But if I spend 75 administrative points, it'll take me 26 months to get a core, so let's do that. And that'll start working on making that a core, which will reduce penalties from overextension. Show that right here. This improves our national revolt risk, increases cost of stability, reduces our trade power, everything. So we're going to just work on getting that tied up. A few slightly shady-looking characters have appeared in our court offering their services to our king. They claim to be willing and able to do things that any proper ruler would never deign to do publicly. I can refuse that. The way I'm going to resolve that uncontested cores right there is improving relations with Gelray and vassalizing them, because they are my only core that I don't have contested right now. Conquest of Mecca, conquest of Jerusalem, imperial integrity. That would be kind of nice. What can I bank here? 70 right now. That up one. Come on, get a decent roll here. Ooh, that's a good one. If I roll a 1, we get a supply shortage, so... No, I'd rather... Yeah, actually, I will do that, because I want to put prestige. We want to raise prestige here. Seriously. Sure. And let's reduce the cost that we're spending on our military again, because it's not like they're going to invade us. Oh, go Castile. Why don't you call me for help there, buddy? Okay. So having reached 600 diplomatic power, we now have access to a diplomatic tech, which gives us docks, marketplaces, and increases our trade range. Grab that. The one that I want is the military. Grab the Pike Square. We'll improve our stuff a little bit, and I want to build up another 600 so that I can get standardized pikes because I want to upgrade to men-at-arms. That's going to take a little while. I'd rather lose the legitimacy right now. It's going to go back up faster. Okay, Barroy is now a core. So that resolves our overextension issue. And also our revolt issue. We've got to wait for this to build up to 10% before we can sue for